Hello, everyone. This is Charrisse Smith from the Road to Good Credit. How are you? It's been a while. It's 12 around 12 o'clock here in New York, and good afternoon to some, good morning to some, wherever you are. Hello. It's been a while since I've been on Facebook Live, and usually I don't get on as much. I try to get on when I feel like it's something that I need to say or to encourage and things of that nature. So you'll see me from time to time, but I don't come on all the time unless I feel like I need to say something or I have something on my heart. So Happy New Year to everyone. Merry Christmas, Thanksgiving. I think it's been that long since I've been on Facebook. However, today I just would like to. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is has started the year off great. Of course, I'm here to talk about finances again, just to encourage people who are on a journey in regards to cleaning their credit, finding some type of, a pattern, habits. The last post not the last post, but one of the things that I was concentrating on for the year of 2018 was decluttering. I was sending out a lot of posts and a lot of encouragement in regards to declutter. Not only declutter as far as naturally, because that's part of what's happening in regards to our lives that cause us to go into these bouts of spending and bouts of depression, bouts of being oppressed and things of that nature, is things that are decluttering our home. Also, not only decluttering our home, I did a class on emotional spending, where most of it is talking about the decluttering of emotions, the decluttering of the mind, the decluttering of things that have happened in the past that we still are carrying through, that we're still, living in the past, we're still, clinging on to things. And I don't know if people really knew that the class was really about that, but that's really what we talk about in that class for the emotional spending. We get to the root of what it is that's causing us to go back to spend. And most of the time, when we're spending out of those emotions. So, it's kind of like an escape of us to get away. Some people use, eating. Some people use drugs. Some people use different things. A lot of people that I found use spending, especially women. If they're going through things in their lives, they're going through a relationship, they're missing a relationship, they go into just spending. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship with an intimate relationship as far as like with a man and a woman or a partner. It also can be with a family member. It could be with friendships. It can go across the board. So the emotional spending is connected to the decluttering of the emotions. And what I do is I help people to get to just untie those knots and things of that nature. I hear a lot of people talking about soul ties. That's definitely something that we talk about in the class in regards to, how to begin to, get out of that, to get out of those ties. I've heard people talk about getting out of the knot. I've heard people talking about, going back into those who are spiritual, who are saved as far as like, in Christ. And, that's my background as far as, my spiritual is, I believe in Christ Jesus. So there's also a connection in regards to spirits of people that you've been with in the past, that you still have to get over, that you still have to break away. And that takes time. There's things that you need to do in order to begin that breakage, to begin to depart from those things that are tying you, because it's not only tying you in your emotions, it's also tying you in your mind, the things you're thinking about. You're thinking about the things that you've been through with them. You're thinking about the things that they said. You're thinking about the times that you've been together. So with you doing that, you're still connecting yourself to that person and the pain and the hurt and all these emotions that you're going through. So what you do, you go out, you spend, you eat, or whatever the case. So this class can help you throughout the whole, in every area, actually, not only in finances, it can also help you with eating. It can help you with just getting to the root of what's happening. So that's the class for emotional spending. But I didn't come here to talk about my classes. What I wanted to talk about was I'm seeing a lot of people talk about debt and not having debt. And I just wanted to explain in regards to nothing against people speaking about not having debt. There are some people who believe that they don't need debt, they don't want debt, they can do it without debt, they can do it with purchasing, and not having any credit cards and not having, spending everything through cash, and that's fine. I'm not against that. I believe that there are people, I've seen people who have done it. I've seen people who are on their way to doing it. I'm one of them. That's one of my goals, is to get to a place where I don't have to spend so much on credit as opposed to doing it through cash. However, this is the part that I wanted to talk about, is I do have credit. When I hear people speaking about debt or carrying debt, as opposed to what I'm teaching, when I teach as far as having credit, I'm not speaking in regards to having credit when your credit is like blown out of the water. I'm not speaking in regards to carrying balances where you have $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 on a credit card. If you do have that on your credit card, and you do have the finances to carry that, to clean it up, or not even clean it up, to pay it off in one shot, like I spoke in one of my videos previously in regards to when I was processing or underwriting at a bank, and one of my clients, he was a millionaire. He had money, and he went on a bachelor's trip, and he spent close to like maybe $30,000 that night with his friends, and that was just in one night. And they rode a helicopter. They flew from New York to Las Vegas, and they spent the night there, and they had a good time. And they came back, and his credit had went up, on his balance had went up to like $30,000. And I had asked him, like, what happened? Well, he paid it off, but he had that money to pay it off. Okay. He also did that, which I thought was wise, because he also was looking to purchase a property in Manhattan. So in order for him to show that, he charged the card, but he paid it off within 1 month, $30,000. So that also caused his credit to jump. His numbers went up, his scores went up, and his credit limit went up, right? So I'm not encouraging people to do that. He can do that. I don't want to say to people, you should have no debt whatsoever. Don't use debt. Don't use debt. If that's what you want to do that. However, if you're looking to purchase a house, if you're looking to purchase property, if you're looking to purchase a car, you need credit. And in order for you to do that, unless you have the cash money to do that, then do that. But if you don't have that, like I hear other credit guru people, not guru, but professional credit speakers. They talk about, they encourage people to not use credit. However, they are at a status where they don't have to use credit. They are at a status where they could use cash. However, for those of us who do not have cash to purchase a car, a brand new car, and I'm not saying to go out there and purchase a brand new car. I'm a believer in using money wisely, using credit wisely to build yourself, to build wealth in credit. And when I said to build wealth, meaning to build your credit to a place where you're getting low interest rates on whatever it is that you're purchasing, that you're getting, you're using it wisely, where it's something that you can afford, and something that you could pay back on time, to build your credit to the place of when it's time for you to purchase a house, when it's time for you to purchase a car, when it's time for you to purchase anything to finance. Now you're getting it at a very low interest rate because you have high credit scores. Not only high credit scores, but you have the mixture and the diversity of credit to help you to get to that place of having a healthy roundabout credit lifestyle, credit file, okay? In order for you to do that, you have to use credit. In order for you to do that, you have to spend money on credit. But I'm not encouraging people, or I'm not teaching people to use credit at a place where it's just like out of order. That's the place, that's where I come in. I come in to help you to use credit wisely. I help you to use credit in a very, a controlled, disciplined way. Okay, I'm not encouraging people to just go out there and just spend crazy. Okay, for those of us who are looking to purchase and to own, unless you have that money up front and you could just spend it and you could purchase whatever you want to purchase, that's what you need to do. Other than that, if you don't have that, you need credit. You're going to have to use credit. And in order for you to use credit, you're going to have to spend. You're going to have to build. You're going to have to use it wisely. You're going to have to use it in a disciplined manner. So I just wanted to hit on that. I wanted to speak on that because I was seeing like a lot of videos. I was seeing a lot of people speaking about, no debt. You want to be debt free, and you do. I don't encourage people to use it where you're draining your funds. And you're just exhausting everything into it. Now you're living out of your means. You're behind on your finance, your bills and things of that nature. No, that's when you're using it in a very in a wrong way. Okay, so that's one of the things that I wanted to speak about. The other part that I wanted to speak about is there are people who are using their credit. They're using their credit where I'm hearing a lot of people like, I don't want to like say it in a bad way, okay? Because I've been in that place myself where I'm believing God to do this and I'm believing God to do that in regards to my credit, and God can do it. He can do it. He can wipe out my credit, and he could do this and he can do that. I've been there. I've been in a place where God has turned my credit around, wiped certain bills out completely, zeroed out a debt, zeroed out certain things. I have purchased a car or 2 cars. Okay, I spoke about in my other videos about how I went through repossessions. Well, the root of that is I went through God cleaning, just doing a miraculous thing in my credit, right? And I went and I would go and I would purchase the car. Okay, I've done it twice. Okay, with a repossession on my credit report. Okay, and I would get the car. But the thing is that I kept repeating these things. I kept repeating these things because I did not change. I spoke about me not changing the pattern. Okay, so let me just give an example. I have a family member who purchased, I went with them to purchase their car. It was a brand new car. And their credit was like in the 500s. And when we went to purchase the car, they wanted to give this person a loan with like, I think it was like 19 or 20 something % interest on the loan. Well, we were like, that's too much. Of course, the higher the interest, the more the monthly cost. So I was like, I don't think we should do this. It's not really wise. I was trying to talk to this person, and they really needed the car. They had children, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So now we get to a place where they're thinking about it. The dealer sees that she's thinking about it. And now, it comes to a place where they call her back and they give her the car or the loan at 6%. 6% at scores being at 500. That should not be. That was a miracle. That was God working in that. So when they gave her that loan and she called me and she told me, I was like, oh my God, that's take it. That the payments were under $200 a month. Okay? That's a miracle. That had happened to me when I got the car. When I went in and I purchased the car, I remember giving them $50 for a down payment. And I'm not saying that for anybody to go and do this. But God turned it around. However, God can turn it around as far as the miracle for your finances. God can turn it around for a miracle for your credit. God can do it. However, afterwards, you still need to learn how to handle your finances. You still need to know how to handle credit. You still need to how to save, how to budget, how to clean your credit, how to get your credit together, because everything is not going to be a miracle. God only allowed, I'm not going to say he only allowed it for. I'm not going to tell you why he did that, because I'm not God and I don't know the mind of Christ in regards to that. But what I'm saying to you is that just because you get a miracle in one area does not mean for you to lay back in a place where, well, I got my miracle, so I don't need to do anything more. No, you still need to do something. You still need to fix your credit. You still need to get your mindset correct in regards to finances. You still need to get to a place where you know how to budget. You still know how to, how to save, how to invest, how to use credit, and I see so many things going around on Facebook in regards to credit, finances. There's a reason why that's happening. There's a shift where things are going to be available to you to have, but it's going to be through you having your finances together. You have to be ready. You have to be prepared. Everything is not going to be a miracle throughout the whole, journey. There's going to be places and times where there's going to be miracles. But after that, you still have to get yourself together. There's still a work that you need to do. And I just wanted to say, don't rely on that. Don't rely on, I got my miracle, God fix it. Won't he do it? You know how we get, God, do it, Jesus. Yeah, he'll do it, But on the flip side, there's a human side that we have to do. There's still a place where we still got to go to school. We still have to take classes. We still have to take training. We still have to go to anything. You go to any free seminar you want to go to, whatever. What I'm saying to you is don't sit there at a place where he's going to do it. No, you can't stay there. You have to get to a place where you got to do the work. You got to make the sacrifices. You got to learn discipline. You got to change the mindset. And I'm in that boat too. I'm in that place where it's just like, come on, Charrisse, get it together. You know what you got to do. You know what you need to do. And I stay on top of it. And if I see where I'm starting to gear off, I'm like, no. I'll put on a tape. I'll put on a read in regards to stay focused, because there's things that I need to do. There's things that I need to do not only for myself. There's things that I need to do in order for me to go forward with teaching people, with preparing people for the season and the times that we're in. Things are going to be released. There's going to be houses that's going to be released. Will there be a miracle in that with your finances? Will there be a miracle in that with your credit? God can do it. I've seen him do it. However, after that, I've also seen people who fail and lose their cars, lose their houses, lose things that you've been blessed with because you did not learn how to finance your finances. You did not follow through with your finances. You did not follow through with the financial plan. You did not follow through with the money that he was giving to you. You didn't save it. You didn't put it away. You didn't use it wisely. You spent it. You spent it on things or you invested in things that does not give you a return. You're still in the mindset of spend, and I want to look for it. I want to let everybody see what I look like or what I have, my new boots, my new this, my new that. And again, I'm not speaking against, not looking nice, not having nice, not driving nice cars and things like that, and having a nice house. There's nothing wrong with that. However, if you are not in a place where you do not have any retirement, you do not have any finances, as far as savings, you do not have, reserves for you to, an emergency fund, not an emergency credit card, an emergency fund. However, emergency credit cards will give you high interest rates, will cause even more of a debt, or you getting into debt. You do not have these things in regards to having that set up and that's where I'm at now. I'm building, okay? But if you are not in that place and you're still spending and you're still spending and you're still spending, and if you're going through a rough time, that's different. Go through your rough time, but however, in that, stay in the mindset, it's only temporal. It's not going to be forever. You're going to be out of that. But stay in the mindset of building, even what little you have, even if it's with $50, even if it's with $500, if it's with $5,000. Tax season is coming around now, okay? And I see everybody, the memes coming up about taxes, your tax returns, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to spend it? There are people that I know that are looking to go to another level in regards to getting into their own house, getting their own apartment, getting this, getting that, going to that next level, that next dimension that God is calling you into. And now these tax returns are coming. What are you going to do with that money? Are you going to spend it on something that you could do much later on for, vacationing, purchasing things that are not going to take you towards those goals? Or, are you going to invest it, use it wisely? And, it's up to you. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, and you've spent your money, whether it be for the good or for you to invest it in your future and the things that you know that you're supposed to be doing with the money, where you are is not going to be anyone's fault or anyone's reasoning or, behind it, but yours. It's going to be you. You can't blame it on no one else. You can't say he did it, they did it, the way the system is, blah, 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 blah. No. You. You're about to be blessed with some money, whether it be a raise, whether it be tax returns, whether it be whatever. What are your plans? What do you intend to do with that? And whatever you intend to do with that, and the result of where you are after what you've done with that money, again, that will be you because of what you've chosen to do. So that's all I wanted to say. And I just wanted to drop that. And I pray that it helps and that it encourages you, and whatever it is that you wanted to do, to keep going, keep doing it, keep going forward. If you have any questions, you can give me a call, you can email me. I'll be sending out some more, doing some more classes during the year, websites, webinars. I have more classes that I'm coming up with, I'm writing in regards to teaching on. I also do the one-on-one counseling. I do the one-on-one coaching. The coaching is an ongoing where it helps you to change that mindset. I have a client now who, that's what we're working on. It's the mindset. It's staying on top of the plan, executing the plan. And there's times when they don't execute the plan, and I have to get behind them. I have to be that coach. Come on, this is the goal. What do you get up? Let's do it. Okay. So if you need that coach, I'm cheap. Okay, give me a call, and let's get it. It's time. Things are shifting. Things are being turned around, and if you're not in the place or positioned in the place, aligned in the place to receive it, it's nobody's own fault but yours. Okay? Have a good one. Talk to you soon. I'll be shooting some more videos when I can, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.